And one of the connections that Dwayne Davis gets through his association with Zip Martin is with Sean Puffy Combs, who was then the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. Something like that.
Diddy's legal team is facing serious questions after Keefe D reportedly named Diddy in court while discussing the Tupac murder case. According to the testimony, the man connected to the Cadillac that night has now put important details on the record. The courtroom reportedly became tense as prosecutors walked the jury through Keefe D's past connections on the West Coast. Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D, had ties to Suge Knight and the West Coast scene. He later became connected to Sean Combs, who was running Bad Boy at the time. Testimony claimed Diddy wanted extra protection when visiting Los Angeles because of tensions involving local gangs. Keefe D said he stayed close to Combs and his artists, acting as unofficial security to help prevent trouble.
One of the connections that Dwayne Davis gets through his association with Zip Martin is with Sean Puffy Combs, who was then the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment. Sean Combs wanted some security when he came out to the West Coast. He was worried about Mob Piru. He was worried about the members of Death Row Records. And so Dwayne Keefe D. Davis agreed to be around to act as unofficial security for Sean Combs and his artists when they came out west. Specifically to ensure there are no problems with Mob Piru and Death Row Records. And this took a rivalry between Mob Piru and Southside Compton Crips and escalated it.
So I want to backtrack. You said that you was on top of the world until you met Puffy. What you mean by that?
Man, shit, I was getting 300 kilos a month, man, balling, man. Didn't nobody know about me. My shit was smooth, dude. My shit was laid out smooth, man. I met your motherfucker there, and all the heat and thunder coming around with your mother, man. Brother love, come show some love. That's all I can say. Show some love, brother love. You know, shit. Brother, I be seeing you doing your little pretty dance and all that, man. Show some love, homie. Come on, man. Don't be like that, brother love. I was on top of the world until I met your mother, dude. Shit is wrong, dude. Come on, homie. I need something. Throw a dog a bone or something. Sit up there talking about you, daddy love. Show us some love.
That old connection now looks much more serious. Keefe D has admitted he was in the white Cadillac when Tupac was shot. He also allegedly claims Diddy offered money to silence Tupac, putting those claims before the jury.
Keefe D claims that there is this ongoing conversation. It happens on 3 different occasions, but most specifically when he and Puffy are at this place called Greenblatt's Deli on Sunset. And they're there. Things have spiraled out of control. Puffy's really concerned about, the welfare of his safety. And he tells Keefe D, man, I just need you to take care of this situation with Suge and Tupac. And he says, I just need you to take care of them. And Keefe D's like, that's no problem. That's what we do. And so an agreement was made, according to Keefe D, for an amount of money. And they kind of just let it go at that point in time. But of course, Keefe D knows in the back of his mind, this is what Puffy wants done. And they all end up out in Las Vegas. But of course, when we interview Keefe D, he's like, yeah, that's what the agreement amount was, $1 million.
So according to Keefe, he's claiming that Puffy offered him $1 million to Suge or Tupac?
Both
or
of them.
Both.
Yeah, both their names came up. And according to Keefe D, he says, Tupac's put himself on the list by all the shit talking that he was doing. But it was really about Suge because it was Suge's muscle.
Let's rewind to that night for a moment. Terrence Brown was driving the car, while DeAndre Big Dre Smith sat behind him. Orlando Anderson was in the back on the passenger side, with Keefe D riding up front. Around 11 p.m., they left their hotel looking for the BMW carrying Suge Knight and Tupac. Earlier that evening, things had already turned violent at the MGM Grand after the Tyson fight. Tupac and members of the Death Row crew confronted and attacked Orlando Anderson in the hotel lobby. Security quickly stepped in and broke up the fight. Later, Keefe D and the others reportedly regrouped and learned that Tupac was heading toward Club 662. They drove around until they spotted the BMW near East Flamingo and Koval Lane. The Cadillac pulled alongside, the windows came down and gunfire erupted. Tupac was struck multiple times.
After the fight, Tupac was still in that mode.
Hey. When Tyson get the week, he knocked motherfuckers out. Well, that's what Tupac gonna do.
He was still charged up.
Everybody that go to jail come out, they got good luck.
That's very addictive.
Kiss me, I'ma knock they out.
If he didn't have anybody to fight, he'll find somebody to fight.
Former Las Vegas officer Gary Dale rode with Tupac in the ambulance and repeatedly asked who shot him. Tupac was still able to speak, but refused to identify anyone. 6 days later, Tupac died from his injuries.
Did you wind up riding anywhere with Mr. Shakur?
Yes, I rode to the hospital in the ambulance with him.
During that time period, between the time you get to Mr. Shakur and the time period he gets taken into the hospital, are you able to have any sort of communication with Mr. Shakur?
He was still talking, and I was trying to convince him to tell me the name of whoever his assailants were.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. So, something like that.
Said, no, we'll take care of it.
We'll take care of it, something like that.
And that's the only thing you were able to gather from Mr. Shakur?
Yeah, I couldn't get him to talk to me any further than that.
Keefe D has shared different details about that night for years through police interviews, documentaries, podcasts, and his own book. He has acknowledged his connection to the Southside Crips and discussed the earlier incident at Lakewood Mall that helped fuel the conflict. He also confirmed being in Las Vegas when the fight happened. According to his account, he was furious after Tupac was involved in an attack on his nephew and later went looking for Tupac and Suge Knight. He has also said he obtained a firearm from Eric Zip Martin before getting into the white Cadillac. He described being inside the vehicle and making a U-turn before approaching the BMW. Those statements are now being examined closely by the jury.
Here they come that BMW, here they come. Tupac. I was like, there you go. Hey, the U-turn, we wasn't supposed to make it. Just on the U-turn. They was in a little lane. We just pulled up on the side and checked every car to see who they was.
So what directed your attention to him was some girl shouting at Tupac?
Tupac, he gave us some away. Otherwise, they would have gone away. He all ran out quick. Come on, you. They was bitch. He gone.
You did a U-turn, so then you pull alongside of it. You got into the car. Are you already handling the gun at this point, or at what point do you hand him the gun?
I thought he was going to pull alongside. No, I don't know that. I don't know about him. You know, he pulled on his side.
So you were fitting to blast if you had to, or you were just...
Yeah, we were on our side, I was there.
Okay. So you hand the gun to the backseat.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, Dre was like, no. And I ain't like, dude.
The defense says Keefe D's story has been exaggerated and shaped by money and attention. He pleaded not guilty and reportedly rejected a plea offer that could have meant 15 to 20 years. Prosecutors, however, are pointing back to statements he made years ago, treating them as important evidence. Now, while testifying, Keefe D is reportedly identifying the person he claims provided money for the alleged plan. That has brought renewed attention to Diddy's alleged connection to the case. For years, Keefe D has discussed a claim that Diddy once offered $1 million to have Tupac and Suge Knight killed. Those comments appeared in earlier interviews, but prosecutors could not use them against him at that time. Now those old statements are receiving fresh scrutiny in court.
There's also, you go into the book, that apparently there was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
The personal side of this story is getting just as much attention. People online keep questioning whether Diddy and Tupac had a deeper relationship than just being music industry rivals. Old photos and videos are being shared again, especially from public events. Some claim their relationship changed after Diddy's birthday party. However, those claims remain unverified. Soon afterward, Tupac was shot in Las Vegas, adding another layer to the long-running speculation.
I don't know. I never said anything. All right, it's time to start dancing.
Keefe D claims the attack was ordered because Tupac walked away and refused to be controlled. Diddy's Tupac tattoo also keeps fueling questions about what their connection truly meant.
Process of being on Google, I came across another this one, to which I had to blink multiple times to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Does that skeleton look familiar to anybody? Like, if you could take a wild guess, is there any specific person with a bandana that might come to mind? And so because that black and white picture was a little fuzzy, I went down a rabbit hole because I'm like, no, I need to see this tattoo as clear as I possibly can. Am I tripping? Is that not a skeleton with a bandana wrapped around his head? Tattooed on the heart side of his chesticles? Like, when they say that reality is stranger than fiction, I just don't even want to go down any more rabbit holes regarding this man or anybody in Hollywood for that matter. These folks crazy.
Online reactions to the Diddy and Tupac story continue to grow, with many people sharing theories about what may have happened. One person claimed Diddy had strong feelings for Tupac, while another brought up old comments from Wendy Williams, saying she had warned people about Diddy years ago. Those claims remain opinions, not proven facts. Another name getting attention is Eric Zip Martin, who has been described as an associate of Diddy. Keefe D has made claims about a gun and a vehicle connected to Martin, but those details are being disputed and examined. Tupac's family has also questioned whether every possible lead was properly followed. Former Bad Boy associates have added more stories about Diddy's activities before Tupac's death. Gene Deal has suggested the current case could bring renewed attention to the investigation. If prosecutors establish a financial motive, the focus could shift beyond the people inside the Cadillac.
Speaking of Puffy, right, how do you feel about the rumor that Puffy, he gave a guy named Eric Von Zip a check for $1 million to give to Keefe D to kill Tupac?
I'm familiar with the story. I'm familiar with the dude. My man Big Psych, rest in peace, used to know that dude.
So you met Von Zip before. So how does that make you feel, man? Somebody that you met, and I'm sure that he knew that she was Tupac's brother. How does that make you feel knowing that he's the one that provided Keefe D with the gun to kill Tupac?
I mean, it's all f***ed up. It was a setup. It was a plot to my brother. I feel f***ed up about it. I don't know that, but I ain't got no love for none of them.
If they want to pull Diddy into that, they gotta mitigate circumstantial evidence. Anybody could be a witness for you, but what can they prove? Somebody's gonna have to say, I heard this conversation, this was a handshake or a nod or something went down, and it's gonna be hard to prove. All I said was, I saw a check for $1 million, right? Eric Von Zip had a check for $1 million.
Suge Knight has spoken about Tupac's death from behind bars, calling it an assassination rather than a random gang dispute. He has questioned why people freely discuss other famous killings, but hesitate when Tupac's case comes up. Suge is listed as a witness, along with members of Tupac's family and former Las Vegas officials. Now, with Keefe D testifying, the person who was driving that night is also sharing his side of the story.
The Tupac Shakur trial during a jailhouse interview with TMZ. Knight was in the car with Tupac the night he was shot on the Strip in September of 1996. Now, from behind bars, he is weighing in on the case and how prosecutors are framing the killing. Here's how Knight describes it.
You know, one of the things you got to realize, this was assassination. It wasn't over no chain. It wasn't over no colors. This was assassination. And they can do one who assassinated Kennedy and everybody can talk about it.
Money B, who knew Tupac from his Digital Underground days, has shared his own theory about the case. He believes the person who actually fired the shots may no longer be alive. Keefe D has admitted he was inside the car with his nephew and others, but Money B thinks more people could have been involved. He has even questioned whether other parties helped those responsible avoid consequences. These remain personal beliefs, not established facts. Meanwhile, the jury selection process is moving forward, with prospective jurors returning as the court works toward a panel of jurors and alternates. Keefe D remains the only person charged in connection with Tupac's killing, and prosecutors are focusing heavily on statements he made over the years. The case has also revived online speculation about Diddy, money, personal motives, security arrangements, and car rentals. Social media users continue debating what really happened. The big question now is whether Keefe D will maintain his previous stories under pressure in court, or whether his testimony will reveal something new.